Alright, here we go. Two burly boys played Pokemon in their youth. One had to grow up, the other stayed true. Now the large grown-up child can name all of them, but the other guy probably 510. Now what can they do? Why don't they review? Now we'll talk about them till we die.
Die? Welcome, everybody. I'm Frank.
And I'm Joachim.
And this is your Certified Poke-Moment, where we feature and talk about one Pokemon evolution line every single week.
Today's featured Pokemon is...
We already done this, guy.
We rolled Snorunt. We already did Snorunt. Seaking!
Oh, boy.
Is there a Mega Seaking?
No.
Okay, if I can't remember if there's anything that's been done with Seaking.
No, he's one of those Gen 1 Pokemon that has gotten nothing as of now.
Golduck, Starmie?
Potentially. Starmie
We're going to date this episode. We just got the leaks.
Yeah, good point.
The supposed leaks for...
ZA. Yeah, so Starmie could be getting a Mega. Who knows? I actually just did a YouTube video about that, about all the leaks and which ones I'm most excited for. And go watch that after this. YouTube channel is Certified Poke-Moments, just like the podcast. But I'm pretty excited if Starmie does get a Mega Evolution. I think it definitely deserves one.
If it gets an evolution, I feel like Seaking... Oh, all the water types from...
It is a lot of the water types.
Seaking, Golduck...
Mm-hmm. Dragonite, Ghastly.
No, but... Oh, actually, Dragonite hasn't had anything.
No, but again, the leaks say he might be getting a Mega.
I feel like it makes sense for Dragonite to get a Mega.
I don't think so. He's a pseudo-legend. He doesn't need it. He's already competitively viable.
Well, but, Metagross has a...
Yeah, Metagross, Tyranitar, Salamence, Garchomp. They don't need it. None of them need it.
They all have it.
They do.
That's stupid. The boring one from Generation 7 needs one.
Goodra? You think Goodra's boring?
No, that's Generation 6.
Oh, you said 7?
Yeah.
Oh, Hakomo is not boring. Hakomo is cool.
I tried to have it on my team.
Or Como, dang it.
Como, yeah. I got bored. Boring.
Why? It's dragon fighting. That's a cool type.
Yeah.
Really cool type. All right, well, this isn't the Como episode. This is... Fortunately for all of us, the Seaking episode. But let's start with Goldeen. Goldeen is a solo water-type Pokemon that is known as the Goldfish Pokemon. And its cry sounds like this. Yep, that's one of those classic Gen 1 cries that sound like all the other Gen 1 cries. Yeah. It's almost identical to Butterfree's.
Oh my gosh, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Somehow I remember that.
So many sounds so similar. And then, at level 33, Goldeen evolves into Seaking. Still solo water, still known as the Goldfish Pokemon, and its cry sounds like this.
Yeah, that's a Gen 1 cry.
I definitely could not have told you blindly which Pokemon that was. That is so generic.
I would have said Ivysaur.
Yeah... I
don't remember what Ivysaur sounds like, but that sounds to me what an Ivysaur would sound like.
Yeah, might as well be that. Might as well be Ivysaur. Could be anybody. But it's Seaking. Joachim, what is your opinion on Seaking? I feel like Seaking is one of the most forgotten Gen 1 Pokemon.
I like Goldeen. I have a lot of memories of Goldeen as a kid because I feel like Goldeen was... At least in the... we had a VHS of, the first season. No, a few episodes from the first season.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
And I just remember Goldeen being there a lot.
Yeah, because Misty had a Goldeen.
I don't know. And then I think in Super Smash Bros., the first one, I think Goldeen would come out of a Pokeball and be like, Goldeen.
I think she still does that in Ultimate.
Ah.
I think. I could be totally wrong and just misremembering, but...
But yeah, I like Goldeen. But I always remember thinking that I didn't like... Seaking's design because I didn't like its pattern. The black stripes on the top I thought were ugly.
It looks like really ugly hair.
Yeah,
it really does.
All of it became ugly. Goldeen was so cute. Although, there's a Pokemon card where Seaking is just sort of smiling. That's pretty cute.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell the 04 out of 202. I don't know what card this is. But Goldeen to me
A lot prettier.
Yeah, it's pretty.
The horn is unnecessary but cool.
Oh, I forgot it has a horn.
It's just
They added a horn because they were like, oh, these are pocket monsters.
Exactly. It's just a koi fish. I mean, I know it's the goldfish Pokemon, but they're really just koi fish. That's it.
I kind of like Seaking's big stupid eye, though. Like, just one big, black, lifeless eye. Like, there's a little too much life in Goldeen's eyes, and it's like, ugh.
Wait,
what? Seaking gives me... You know how, okay, with dogs, right? There's dogs that have, like, irises that are light in color, and they're kind of creepy. It's a little too human. And then there's dogs that eyes are just one big, like, a big black dot, and then they shift their eye to the left, and then you see the white, and you're like, oh, that's so cute.
Good. It's really good.
That's what Seaking's eyes give me. It's all black, and, like... It's stupid little mouth and stupid little teeth. They're so cute. I don't know. It's kind of cute. I think Seaking is cuter.
It has a cuteness to it, but I just wish it had more to it. You know, it just is in the Pokemon world. It just seems so boring when compared to everything else. Like for Generation 1, I can understand maybe it having its fans, but nowadays, no, I don't know.
There's this head-on drawing of Goldeen that I think is really funny because its eyes look really crossed.
That is crazy. Yeah, I guess they do kind of have some charm to them. But do you want to do Pokedex entries, Jokum?
Yeah, sure.
Let's go ahead and you can do Goldeen. I'll do Seaking.
Goldeen.
Here you go.
All right. Which generation do you want me to do? All of them?
Well, one. Start with one.
Goldeen, red and blue. Its tail fin billows like an elegant ballroom dress, giving it the nickname of the Water Queen.
Wow.
Okay. Yellow. When it is time for them to lay eggs, they can be seen swimming up rivers and falls in large groups. Okay, it's a fish.
And then you can find a giant Yoshi egg sitting beneath it.
Really?
Well, that's what all Pokemon eggs look like.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Simplicity's sake.
Yeah, but I wonder if is that like a... Like, you know how in Japan, cavemen have kind of an aesthetic, right? Onis have kind of an aesthetic that you see pop up, you know. I wonder if that egg is just like some deep cultural thing we don't even think about.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah, I guess, but do we really see that design of egg anywhere other than Pokemon and Mario?
I don't know. Deep dive.
Deep dive time.
There was a, I like the deep dive videos that are like, why is I can't remember what the stat is. Why is this stat yellow? Or like, you know, why is defense blue?
Yeah.
Why is health green?
Yeah.
You know, like, just the little things we don't think about.
Health is always green.
Health is green. Attack is red or orange.
Yeah.
No, but red.
But red. Yeah. Attack is usually red.
Why is electricity yellow? Lightning's not yellow. Lightning is just sort of light. But anyways, I don't have answers to yours. I'm sorry.
That's all very interesting.
And again, why do Pokemon eggs look like Yoshi eggs?
Yeah.
Or do they both look like a different kind of egg?
Hey, you know what? Maybe we'll do that deep dive someday.
Do you want me to do gold and silver?
Sure.
Gold. Its dorsal, pectoral, and tail fins have wave elegantly. I said have wave elegantly in water. That is why it's known as the Water Dancer. It's also the Water Queen. Make up your mind.
Water Dancer and Water Queen? Come on.
That's too much. Silver, a strong swimmer, it is capable of swimming nonstop up fast streams at a steady speed of 5 knots. Oh my god, that was boring.
5 knots?
I don't know. I don't know knots.
Yeah, is that even that fast, or is that like insanely fast for a goldfish?
Crystal. During spawning season, they swim gracefully in the water, searching for their perfect mate. It's a fish.
Yeah.
It's just described a fish.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm gonna look up how fast 5 knots is while Frank reads up the next part.
Yeah, let me go to Seaking really quick, and then we can get his Pokedex entries. Red and blue. In the autumn spawning season, they can be seen swimming powerfully up rivers and creeks. Really? That's exactly what it said for Goldeen. How fast is 5 knots?
5 knots is 5.75 miles per hour.
That's
a nothing statement.
Yeah, why even have a different measurement system?
Humans, when they want to go somewhere, they walk at an average of 3.6 miles per hour. It's like, that's nothing. Also, I don't know if that's the average speed of a person.
I don't know what the average... I feel like I walk faster than 3 miles per hour.
Like 3.6.
There you go. Yellow. It is the male's job to make a nest by carving out boulders in a stream using the horn on its head.
That's so much more interesting.
That's a little bit more interesting.
It's like, it's fish plus cool monster
Yes,
trait.
it mentioned it has a horn. We didn't read all of Golding's entries, so maybe those would have been mentioned in the past, but... Gold. During spawning season, Seaking gather from all over, coloring the rivers a brilliant red.
With their
Bodies. Ew. Silver. Using its horn, it bores holes in riverbed boulders, making nests to prevent its eggs from washing away. We knew that.
Wouldn't eventually all the boulders be like worn away?
I'm assuming eventually, yeah. It'd be a lot of boulders. Crystal, when autumn comes, the males patrol the area around their nest in order to protect their offspring. It just does fish stuff. It makes nests and breeds.
Oh my gosh. Literally, the people who designed this Pokemon just made a goldfish and a koi with a horn.
Yeah.
They're like, guys, what do we do?
I'm like looking in future generations
Honestly,
to see if anything is different.
It's a lot like a dog Pokemon. A Pokemon that's just a dog.
Yeah.
Like Herdier.
Yeah.
It's just a dog.
I can't imagine what it's going to say for
Furfrou?
Herdier.
Furfru's whole thing is what humans do to it.
Yes.
Which is like cut its fur. Otherwise, it's just a dog.
Yeah. It doesn't do anything special.
I hate Furfrou.
Now, I'm not going to lie. I do like some of its cuts, but at the same time, it's not a useful Pokemon. Solo normal, doesn't get any gimmick besides its physical appearance. And I didn't even know this because I never had a Furfrou in X and Y. The haircut doesn't last forever. It only lasts like a week or something like that, and you got to get it cut again. Like a real-life dog.
Oh, the best part about a dog is the maintenance. I don't think Furfrou is going to be good until it gets like a fade or like that, or like that haircut that they were giving every black character for a little bit.
Oh my gosh, Liz! But have you not seen all of its cuts before? Some of the cuts are really cool.
I don't think so.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to try and convince you of that.
I don't know why I made a reference to that haircut. I just remember people complaining. Like, I think Miles Morales' last haircut in, I think the most recent one, like the last outfit you can get, and people were like, oh, and they gave it ever since Killmonger, everybody got that hair.
Yeah, you're talking about the video game.
Yeah, the video game.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about now.
I just wanted to make reference to that.
All right, so those are the Pokedex entries. I looked through a bunch of the other freaking generations. They're all just about breeding and carving out rocks.
It's just like me for real.
Jokum loves carving rocks and breeding.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and do abilities. Abilities are the same from Golding to Seaking. First ability. We have talked about this ability more than any other. Swift Swim. When rainy, the Pokemon speed doubles. Fine. Good ability. I can't wait to see how fast it is. Water Veil. This Pokemon cannot be burned while having this ability. I'm pretty sure he's a physical attacker, so that's nice. Not being able to get burned.
Because there's the chance that he can get burned from a physical...
No, because when you're burned,
your physical
attack is cut in half.
Oh, okay.
And so, yeah, not having that happen is nice. But, and I think we've talked about Seaking getting this ability before. I can't remember in what episode, but this ability is actually great. Lightning Rod is his hidden ability. Electric-type moves are drawn to this Pokemon. Electric-type moves will do no damage, and the Pokemon's special attack stat is increased by 1 stage. I don't know if raising your special attack is really going to benefit you at all.
But you still lose one of your weaknesses.
Yes, you gain a whole immunity.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So you're only weak to grass now, since you're
that's
solo
a great
water.
ability.
It is.
That's awesome.
In my opinion, it almost redeems Seaking and makes him like usable. That is a great ability for him to have. Let's go ahead and look at those stats now, so we can judge whether these abilities are good or not. Oh, these stats.
I know.
Base stat total of 450. HP, 80. Physical attack, a respectable 92.
Okay.
That's not terrible.
Yeah.
Especially if you have an up in physical attack nature, that's pretty good. Defense, 65. Special attack, 65. So
you don't need it. You're a physical attacker.
You don't need it. It sucks that Lightning Rod is going to raise your special attack just for you not to use it. But
yeah, I still think it's worth losing one of your weaknesses.
Exactly. No, absolutely, I agree with that. Special defense, 80. So there is a bit more there to help you survive those thunder... Well, no, you don't need to survive those thunder balls. Forget I said anything.
Grass.
Energy balls and whatnot. And finally, 68 speed. kind of slow, but
Yeah.
if you would prefer to run Swift Swim, in the rain, you're going to be at almost 140 speed. You're going to outspeed
How
most
much was
things.
its speed?
68. And speed doubles.
Yeah, I guess that is almost 140.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, I think Swift Swim is a perfectly viable option, especially because you only have 2 weaknesses anyway. So, I just like the idea of getting rid of one.
Yeah, but then you have to run a rain team.
Yes, if you have Swift Swim, you have to have
And I feel like there's a lot of better Pokemon to have on a rain team. Unless Seaking is your thing.
Yeah.
If Seaking is your thing, then go for it.
You could absolutely just really want Seaking to work, whether he does or not. Let's go ahead and look at his moveset, speaking of if he's going to work. The most recent game you can find him in is Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Sword and Shield. So it's going to give me movesets for both.
Oh, Goldine's not in Scarlet and Violet?
Nope. Not available. All right. As far as standard level up goes, we have Peck, Horn Attack. Is he the only one that gets... Okay, no. Just a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon can get Horn Attack.
A lot of Gen 1 Pokemon have horns.
Yes, that was the big thing in Gen 1. Flail. Okay, so the first really good move he gets at level 37 is Waterfall. Besides that, his best physical attacking move is Horn Attack, but it's a normal type move.
Yeah.
It does 65 damage with 100 accuracy, though, so it's fine. He gets Soak at level 44. I didn't know he was Mormon. For those who don't know, Soak just...
Look it up.
No, okay, I was going to say what the move does. Yes, if you want to know what Soak does, look it up and write Pokemon after it. It is a non-damaging water-type attack with 100 accuracy. The user shoots a torrent of water at the target and changes the target's type to water. So let's say there's a double battle, right? You have your Seaking out and maybe an electric-type Pokemon, a Togedemaru, let's say. You use Soak on your opponent's Pokemon, no matter what type it was before. Now it's water. Now your Togedemaru's moves are super effective.
Does every Pika clone have a Japanese name?
Yes,
except
they
for
all
Palmy?
keep their... I'm pretty sure that's its Japanese name.
Oh, Palmot.
Palmy, Palmo, and Palmot. I could be wrong. I don't know why they would not give him his Japanese name, and they would do it to all the others, but...
Sorry, I thought just... Emolga?
Emolga would be Japanese.
Oh.
I'm almost positive, anyway. I don't know if they just veered off the path for some of these and not others, but...
Because I was just thinking of Togedemaru, and how, that just sounds like someone's name.
Yeah.
But again, in Japanese, it probably means something cool.
When we get to the Togedemaru episode, we'll find out what it
God.
means. That's going to be such a good episode.
What's the angry hamster's name?
Morpeko.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a Japanese name.
Yeah, the only ones that really don't sound super Japanese, well, Plusle and Minun don't. I don't know if those are Japanese and not. Okay, don't do that.
I'm trying to make it Romanji or whatever. Puras Plusle. Purasuru.
You trying to make it what?
Romanji? Isn't that that's when kabats. Like cabbage. Kabats.
Romanji is just when a word sounds similar in Japanese and English, or
is it not like when they take a loan word like cabbage and make it kabats, or I can't remember the other name.
I honestly I do not know. This is not my field of expertise.
Purasuru and Mainun. Mainun.
To me, it just sounds like you're doing an accent.
No, I'm saying Purasuru. Purasuru.
I can't wait for more Pikachu clone episodes so we can find out.
Imoruga. They don't have an L. It would have to be Imoruga. Togedemaru.
Yeah. Pikachu.
Pachirisu. Sakura.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest. I don't exactly know where he's going with a lot of this. This is over my head. So.
No, I'm trying to figure out why. I just hate Togedemaru so much.
I don't know why. I think he's one of the better recent Pikachu clones. He's a lot better than Morpeko. I guess I'm like one of the few Dedenne enjoyers, I guess.
I forgot that Dedenne existed.
I love Dedenne. I think it's adorable. Electric Fairy is a really fun type, in my mind.
Honestly, in my head, I'm trying to figure out the difference between Morpeko. No, Togedemaru and Dedenne. I'm like,
Togedemaru is electric steel.
oh, Dedenne is like
and
a little...
it's a hedgehog.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And Dedenne is like a hamster?
Or a little mouse? It's got like a little mouse tail.
Yeah, it could... Would it be a field mouse?
Oh, maybe it's a field mouse.
Yeah, it's fat for a field mouse.
A titmouse is a bird.
Yes.
Yeah.
He just said the tit word.
Mouse. I did not say the tit word. Now I'm thirsty. Let's keep going.
Oh, where was I? Okay, after Soak, at level 51, it gets another great move, Mega Horn.
Oh, after soaking, it gets Mega Horn.
I can't. Oh. So 120 damage, physical bug type attack with only 85 accuracy.
So 10% accuracy.
Yeah, so basically it'll never hit. But it is a really powerful attack. If I had a Seaking, I'm giving it Mega Horn. And finally, at level 58, it gets the one-hit KO move, Horn Drill. 30 accuracy like all of them have, but still. I think it was like the Horn Drill user back in the day. Or maybe like Nidoking. Okay, yeah, any Pokemon with a horn got it.
Does Clefairy have a horn?
I'm looking back in Gen 1 at all the Pokemon who can learn it. By level up, we have Nidorino, Rhydon, Seaking, and then Horn Drill was a TM back in Generation 1. And it could be learned by Rapidash, Dugong.
Oh my gosh, Rapidash is a horn.
Yep.
Gen 1, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, make a real animal, put a horn on it. And I guess they put fire on Rapidash too, which made it cool. But
yeah,
like,
but they only needed the fire.
Yeah. Tauros, Lapras, Dragonite, and then obviously Mew. Crazy. All those Pokemon have horns.
My brain was racking. I was like, why does Mew learn it? But yeah,
it's
Mew knows everything.
All right, so that was this level up moveset. For TMs, it gets not a lot. Okay, wait, I forgot Sword and Shield split them into TMs and TRs. So let's do TMs first. Rest, Snore, if you're interested in that set. It does get Rain Dance in case you want to set up your own Swift Swim, if that's your choice. Ooh, it gets Attract.
Rest and Snore is a little bit random.
I feel like that's the case with a lot of like Gen 1 Pokemon, though. I feel like Rest was a pretty common move.
Yeah, I guess they didn't have that many moves to work with, and at this point, why would they take it away?
Yeah, fair. It gets Icy Wind. Again, it's a special ice type attack, so I don't know if that'd be great. Jeez, not a lot of good TMs, guys. Dive, Bounce, Mud Shot, Jokum's favorite move. And then probably the one TM I'd be most likely to teach it, Smart Strike. It is a physical steel type attack that does 70 damage and it never misses.
Okay, that's actually really cool.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Is steel good against grass?
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, does that cover your grass weakness?
So steel is super effective against rock, but water already covers that.
And
steel
it's also
super effective against fairy.
Super effective against feathers, because steel is heavier than feathers.
Thank you so much. I love that freaking video.
All right, sorry.
Yeah, so it does give you something super effective against fairy types. That's cool. What else is steel super effective against? Fairy, rock. There's gotta be something else.
Am I supposed to remember?
I don't know if you're supposed to remember.
Ground?
I should be. No,
ground is good against steel?
Yeah. Ice, because everything's good against ice. And then I think that's it. I think it's just the three things. That's weird. That's really weird. Okay, so that gives you super effective to 2 types. That's awesome. Technical records, it gets Swords Dance. Might want to use that. Body Slam, a lot of special attacks. Hydro Pump, Surf, Ice Beam, Blizzard. It already gets Waterfall by level up. It already gets Mega Horn by level up. There's Poison Jab. Poison Jab is another move I'd probably teach it. Ooh, there's Drill Run and Throat Chop. Ooh, Drill Run might be nice. Drill Run is super effective against electric types. So you switch into an electric type. They don't do any damage to you. Boom, you damage them. If you have Lightning Rod. That's pretty cool.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, okay, so yeah. I think my ultimate moveset for this Pokemon might be Waterfall, Mega Horn, Drill Run, and maybe Smart Strike. If you prefer Poison Jab, just for your team, if you need a Poison type move there, by all means, throw that on. And BDSP, very close.
I forgot that BDSP
very close.
LMNOP. Okay, it's about 3 away.
Yeah, very close. Yeah, BDSP TMs aren't really any different. There's really no difference there. Egg moves. Yep, nothing different. I mean, in BDSP, it can get Skull Bash through breeding, if you want that. And then, if you're in Sword and Shield, if you go to the Isle of Armor for their move tutor, you can get Flip Turn. Which might be worth it.
That's a water type switch out move, right?
That's the water type version of like U-turn or Volt Switch.
This probably isn't good strategy, but you have a Pokemon that has Drizzle.
Yeah.
Right? You bring out your Drizzle, you switch into Seaking.
Yeah.
Seaking, you know you're about to run out of Drizzle time, or Rain time. You Flip Turn out, you get your Drizzle Pokemon out again.
Yep.
Set it up again.
Yep.
Maybe. I don't know.
If you're a Swift Swimmer, yeah, that'd be great. That's why Flip Turn is so nice. And it also gets the Dragon-type move Scale Shot. It is a physical Dragon-type attack that does 25 damage with 90 accuracy, but it's one of those like multi-hit moves. The user attacks by shooting scales 2 to 5 times in a row. This move boosts the user's speed stat, but lowers its defense stat. I don't know if you really care about being super effective against dragon types with your Seaking, but, whatever. So there you go. That's its moveset. Honestly, not a terrible moveset. It really only has like 5 or 6 good moves to choose from, but you only need 4, so alright. I don't know. Seeing a good diverse moveset on a Pokemon with a good ability, it does make me like them a bit more. Maybe Seaking's growing on me a little bit.
I don't hate Seaking. Honestly, that moveset was kind of cool.
It's so hard for me to hate any Pokemon. Like, whenever I think, I want to update my...
Morpeko.
I don't like Morpeko.
Yeah.
I really don't like Aromatisse. I look back on my top 10 least favorite Pokemon list I made like 4 years ago, and I'm like, I don't hate a lot of these Pokemon. Why are they even here? Like, I threw Nincada on the list just because he's one of the most forgettable Pokemon in my mind.
I don't think Nincada... Oh, wait, is Nincada the first part? I'm thinking of Ninjask.
Yeah. Ninjask, Shedinja, I like him.
I feel like Nincada becomes memorable just because of like what's the husk one again? He's literally just said Shedinja.
Yeah. That's fair, and it is, I think, unless I'm forgetting one, I think it is the only bug ground type.
I want 2 more evolutions for them: Ninja and Shedjask.
Okay. But yeah, like Nincada does not deserve to be on that list, and I'm like, I don't know why I thought to put him on there at that time. But anyway, Seaking, it's because Pokemon grow on me so easily. In a matter of minutes, I've gone from being like, ugh, Seaking, to being like, okay, this guy's alright. Yeah. This guy's not bad. But anyway, Jokum, do you want to see these Pokemon shiny forms?
Yeah, actually, I kind of have no idea what... I swear to God, if it's green.
It's not green.
Okay, thank God.
But honestly, I almost wish it was.
Oh, it's just so saturated.
Its reddish colors become more of an orange color.
Yeah.
That's it. It's barely a change. Like, you say this all the time. If you would have just shown me shiny Goldeen
I would have
first.
said, like, oh, that's the old art of, the kind of, what do you even call that? The high blue?
The Sugimori art? Is that Sugimori?
A lot of old Pokemon art looks really washed out.
Yeah.
But that might just be because of time.
I think so.
I would just think that, it's a washed out Goldeen.
Yep. Nope, that's just its shiny form, and Seaking is almost worse. Again,
that's just a Seaking.
Its red just becomes orange. Like, I feel like we've said this a lot in the past, but like, Game Freak, Pokemon Company, update your shinies.
Yeah. I don't think anyone would complain. No one would complain about having a more interesting shiny and maybe a less green shiny.
They've done it to Combuskin. We've talked about this before, I think, but they've done it to Combuskin. They've updated his shiny in the last 5 years or so. I can't remember when it was. Just do it to
Didn't
so
they
many
make
other
Combuskin's
Pokemon.
shiny worse?
Did they make it worse? I don't know if they made it worse.
Have we done Blaziken?
No, we have not. I just tried to type in Combuskin and it autocorrected to consume. All right, let's check out Combuskin here really quick. This penis-shaped Pokemon. All right, so that's its shiny back in Gen. What is this? 7. It is literally.
Oh my gosh!
It's literally just his eyes. His eyes turn
crazy.
A dark red. And then for Gen 8, it instantly gets a lot better.
It's so much better. Okay, no, they made it better.
His oranges turn into, and his eyes stay dark red, but his oranges now turn dark red too.
It's like his eyes were the same color as his fur, and now it's the same fur feathers.
Yeah,
and they keep that with the dark red. the maroon even.
It's been a while since I've looked at Combuskin. He is one of the most awkward looking middle stage evolutions.
Why? Because he looks like a you know what and you know what.
He does look. He is incredibly penis shaped.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, he is
a cockfighter.
Looks weird. He is a cockfighter. I never thought about that. Is it? Listen, I get fighting with your, like, Dusknors and your Weaviles. Is it wrong to fight with your dog and chicken Pokemon? Is that just dog fighting?
No, I mean, they don't have, like, all Pokemon fighting
I know.
is animal fighting. But, like, the Pokemon love it. They're all,
They
like,
want
little
to do it.
sadistic masochists.
Yeah.
They're all sadomasochists.
They choose
love
to
both.
fight. That was always my argument whenever a friend would be like, oh, but I don't want to get into Pokemon. It's like dog fighting. I'm like, they literally will not fight if they don't want to. That is a mechanic in the games and the anime. If they don't want to fight, they won't.
Well, you can gaslight them into loving you, then they'll fight.
Yeah, if you catch them in the right Pokeball, they're more likely to be your friend. Oh, it's so good. What the heck were we talking? Oh, shinies. Okay, that's it. Yeah, that's it for shinies.
Shiny Seaking.
All right, now this is the most interesting part. If you could give this Pokemon an alternate form, what would you give it?
I'd make it into a tilapia.
Would you?
No. I'd make it into a largemouth bass.
Okay.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I would get rid of its horn.
Why?
Because it doesn't need a horn.
Okay, so maybe...
I guess that's its thing, though. Okay, out of all the Pokemon with a horn, at least Seaking uses its horn the most, I feel.
It's very horn-based.
It's very horny.
Yes, it can create... Well, it only has the one horn.
Yeah, but it can be horny.
I feel like if you're
With one
horny,
horn.
you have lots
I only
of
have one
horns.
horn. It's my nose. It's pointy.
Not that pointy.
It's pointy.
You're like a little witch.
Poke your eyes out. Beep, beep.
Ah, I'm blind.
I don't know. It's a fish. I guess there's so many. The world is our fish.
I'd rather give it an evolution than an alternate form. I'd rather see it become like one of those really ornate koi fish, or like maybe give it some beta fish design and have it being really long and flowy. Give it some of its beauty back.
Yeah. Make. Hear me out.
Yep.
Make its ruffles really big and elaborate, and they almost cover up the body.
Yeah.
And it's like out of all these ruffles, the horn is just a giant spike is sticking out, and then you just see its little eyes peeking out.
That sounds more like a mega evolution.
Yeah, because then you kind of lose its personality.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be a cool mega, but I would honestly rather see it just get another proper evolution.
Just a bigger fish.
I think bigger
there's
fish,
always a bigger
more
fish.
flowy, because like his front fins are a little flowy, but like make them a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Make his tail fins like more colorful and like waving around. I don't know. Give him a second horn. I don't know.
Make me fatter.
And then or do we make him slimmer? Like he slims down a little bit, making him a bit faster. And would he get a secondary type? Obviously, I think the obvious choice is
Bug.
fairy. Interesting.
So for the bug, what's a bug horn attack?
Megahorn.
Megahorn.
So now it's stab.
No. Yeah, I guess fairy.
Fairy,
a lot of
I feel
Pokemon
like
you
is
just slap
obvious.
fairy on.
Yeah. You could. He already bores into boulders. Maybe you lean into that and make him water rock. And his horn is like indestructible titanium or something like that. Although I guess that would be steel. Water steel could be kind of cool though. There aren't many water steel types.
Okay, water steel.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. You lean into the horn aspect. His horn gets bigger.
Maybe he gets really illustrious scales that are made out of steel.
Yes.
So he's like shiny.
And there's like what's it called? The juxtaposition, I guess, of the scales being really hard and metallic, but his tail fins are still like soft and wavy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I like that.
Water steel could be cool.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Into Wet Emperor.
Wet Emperor.
I guess Goldeen doesn't really... Goldeen to Seaking.
I imagine it's like
the evolution of the name isn't really like...
Goldfish and Queen, and then Sea and King. You just don't have to take away any letters from Seaking. There was a lot of King Pokemon in Gen 1.
No, I guess not. Coimperor.
Coinperer?
Koi God.
Koi God. Koi God is good.
God.
I like Koi God.
Koi.
Goy?
It's a Gentile.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
okay, just checking.
Koi God, I think, is very fun. I said there was a lot of King Pokemon in Gen 1, but then I remembered Slow King was Gen 2. But still, Nidoking, Seaking, Slow King. Are there other kings?
You, bro.
Yeah. I love you, bro.
No,
You're
don't.
my king. You're my world.
You love the idea of me. You only love me for my awesome body.
Guys, have you seen his body? Pretty great. Oh, good lord. Strategies, man.
We already talked about it.
Yeah, I talked about what I think his best moveset is.
You want rain or you want no lightning?
No lightning. Yeah, we talk about rain teams all the time because we get a lot of water-type Pokemon. If you want to slap him on the same rain team, you have Swanna on.
That's exactly
why not? If you want a very mid-rain team to get through a game
that
with,
could be your thing. You pick up boring water-type Pokemon.
Or just any Pokemon that can vibe with the rain. Like, Dragonite's not a mid Pokemon, but he can vibe with the rain to a lot of extent.
Can?
Yeah, I think he can get like Hydro Pump.
So
I think
cool.
that'll do more damage in the rain. I don't think it's 100% accuracy, but I know it might be. It might be, but it for sure gets more damage in the rain. And he can learn Hurricane like Swanna, which does hit 100% accurate. So yeah, go ahead and do yourself a little mid-rain team. Throw Seaking on. Swanna and him can be best friends.
Aww. All
right, Jokum. I think it's time.
Oh, hold on. One more thing on the Swanna thing.
Oh.
It's you could have a pond-based team. We're like a swan in the pond, a koi in the pond.
That's actually really
fun.
A Lotad and a Politoed?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I like this.
A cute little pond rain team. Oh,
That's
what a
cute.
vibe.
What else?
Jokum, I need to practice art because I want to draw so many things. You should draw a cute little scene where somebody's relaxing in like this pond and there's a Politoed, a Lotad, a cute little Swanna, and a Seaking. Draw for me, Jokum. Let me puppet you.
Not a chance.
I would say if you won't, I'm sure Katrina would be happy to, but she doesn't draw when I ask her to either. If you guys know what video we're quoting, comment down below. Alright, I gotta get to this Goldeen trivia already. Alright, here we go. There's some fun trivia here. In the Pokemon Red and Blue beta, like a fish, Goldeen was originally known as Goldie. In the Pokemon Gold and Silver Space World 97 demo, Goldeen was intended to have a pre-evolution named Giopin, which evolved into it at level 16. A back sprite was also seen in the assets of Pokemon Red and Green. That right there is Giopin.
It's just a very small fish.
It looks very sad, too.
I'm really glad they didn't do that. It did not need a pre-evolution.
Imagine if Seaking was the final, of a proper 3-stage evolution, if it was the final evolution. How disappointing. How weak.
Yeah, that's sad.
Goldeen's number in the Sinnoh Pokedex and the Johto Pokedex are the same, 78. Okay. Goldeen in its evolution were the only Pokemon that could learn Waterfall in Generation 1 before the move was an HM.
Oh, wow.
Were there waterfalls you had to traverse in Gen 1?
No, I think it was just a move. I think Waterfall just wasn't an HM.
Yeah.
And you just didn't use it to do anything.
You just didn't need it. And then in the future, they're like, you'll need this for stuff. That's really funny. Goldeen shares a fairly similar in-game cry to Caterpie, being only 0.7 seconds longer. 0.07 seconds longer. So it was Caterpie, not Butterfree, but still.
Whoa, that's
cool. Close. That is cool. Even though Goldeen uses Splash in all 5 Super Smash Bros. Games, it is in every single one, as well as Pokemon Quest, it has no way of learning the move in any core Pokemon game.
Really?
Why would they...
Wow.
Is Magikarp not in one of these games? Could they not have just had him Splash?
See, I think I was confused at that as a kid. I was like, why did they pick Goldeen and not Magikarp? Magikarp is the one who's known for being pathetic.
Exactly. Goldeen's Pokemon Soul Silver Pokedex entry claims it can swim at 5 knots per hour. This is technically incorrect, as a knot is already a measurement of distance over time.
Oh.
Nautical miles per hour.
So like saying like, wow, it can go 5 mph per hour.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Weird.
Yeah.
Together with Magikarp, Rattata, Ninjask, Pichu, and Seedot, Goldeen is the easiest Pokemon to catch in Pokemon Ranger, with only one loop necessary.
That makes me want to play Pokemon Ranger.
It's been a long time since I've played that game. Oh, good times. Slightly frustrating times, but good times.
I always bring this up, but I remember a Suicune kept jumping out of my thing, and I was like, how the hell do I catch this freaking Seaking? I mean Suicune, not Seaking.
You gotta make better loops, man.
I know.
Your loop game is weak.
It's so weak.
Origin. Goldeen seems to be based on the Tosakin, curly fantail, breed of goldfish due to its flat tail and red and white scales. Yep, that's a goldfish.
That's a goldfish.
The picture says Tosakin viewed from the side. Thank you. I don't know. Goldfish are cute enough, I guess. It might also be inspired by the Kohaku variety of koi fish. Yep, I always thought it was a koi fish. I never was like, yep, that's just a goldfish.
What, Goldeen?
Yeah. I know it has gold in the
I always
name,
thought
but it
that
looks more like a koi fish to me.
I think Goldeen looks more like a goldfish, and then Seaking looks like a koi fish.
I think Seaking looks more like one of those really bloated goldfish. I don't know. We will probably see a picture of that later.
I think its body is fat like a goldfish, but I think its patterning is like a koi fish.
Yeah, oh, for
like
sure.
The black,
patterning.
white, and red, or orange.
Its billowing tail and prominent lips and eyelids give it a feminine appearance reminiscent of a queen wearing a dress and makeup. You know, I should have mentioned this during alternate forms, but like, what if Goldeen got an alternate evolution? It could be Sea King or Sea Queen.
Oh,
that would be cool.
Yeah,
it'd be a shame if they were both just solo water. But what they would probably do is just Sea Queen would have more special attack than physical.
Yeah.
And
also,
they've
done redundant, boring alternate forms of Pokemon before, like Tauros.
Yes, Tauros has a lot of really dumb alternate forms.
Yeah, it only needed one of those. So I'm like,
I like the fire and the water breeds. I do.
Oh, sure.
But the
solo fighting is stupid as hell.
Pointless. So pointless.
So stupid. I hate it.
Yep. I agree with that.
Honestly, I would hate it less if it was normal in fighting.
Yeah.
Because then at least it would be a dual type, and I'd be like, okay, this is the one that fights in like against a Matador. The water one is a water buffalo, and then the fire
one is cool because that's fire.
God, I hate Tauros. I hate regional Tauros.
It's not one of my favorites, not even close. This royal theme may come from the Japanese word for goldfish, which is kingyo. Its horn may be a reference to Matsya, a giant horned fish that is one of the avatars assumed by the Hindu deity Vishnu.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Let's see a picture of Matsya. Oh, that's just a person. Oh, a fish person.
No. They just slapped a horn on a fish.
Yeah.
I don't think it goes that deep.
It is definitely not a reference to the freaking Matsya. Name origin. Goldeen may be a combination of goldfish or golden and queen. But,
probably all of the above.
We got that. All right, trivia. There's a lot less trivia for Seaking, unfortunately. In the Pokemon Red and Blue beta, Seaking's prototype name was Neptune, after the god of the sea in Roman mythology. He is king of the sea, so... Seaking's number in the Sinnoh Pokedex and the Johto Pokedex are the same. Whoa, 79.
That's so cool. Oh my god.
In gold, silver, and crystal versions, it appears that Seaking was originally set to learn Supersonic as one of its 3 starting moves. However, the game programmers made an error and filled the 3rd data slot with Tail Whip, so Seaking ended up with 2 starting moves instead.
Huh. Okay.
Isn't that interesting?
I was so distracted by that not being interested in that. That was so boring.
Seaking seems to be based on the Oranda breed of goldfish due to its plump body and billowing tail, specifically the Azuma Nishiki variety. I love Nishiki Market in Kyoto. Nishiki Market.
In Kyoto.
Here's just the Oranda goldfish. Yeah, that giant-headed, lumpy fish that looks like it shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to bite into its head. I bet it tastes like a clementine.
You can't look at me like I just said something crazy anymore ever again, you piece of garbage.
You've never wanted to bite into a giant...
No! That's horrible.
Oh, it looks like it tastes just like a little orange.
So bad for them.
They look like they look like it's pain for them to exist.
One of my Thanos snaps would be like, all of these goldfish are dead now. They don't exist anymore.
Oh, I can't bite the head off of one.
Yeah, no.
But you can kill all of them.
Mine is a mercy kill. Mine's a mercy kill. They'll just say, I don't feel so good, and then they'll just fade away. No, mine's a mercy kill. I'm not going to mercy kill you.
Have you ever...
You're evil.
Oh, thank you. I want to live, and I'll continue to be evil.
You're going to become I'm going to make you into a Happy Meal box with a Charizard.
I'm ruin your preservation.
Oh, good Mistborn reference. Guys, if you aren't caught up in Mistborn, why not?
Read it. Read that book series. It's really good.
And then, guys, I mean, Secret Histories? Come on. That's crazy.
Okay. Speaking of which, have you not of Mistborn, of goldfish and biting their heads off, have you ever seen that guy on Instagram who says, I'm going to cook every fish in the world?
No.
He just cooked neon tetras recently.
Whoa.
He made them into he had them on the toothpick of a martini and everything.
Oh.
He cooked them in a slightly different way too, but I'm like, cooking a neon tetra is wild. I can't wait to see him cook a gold. I think he might have already cooked a goldfish. I don't know if it was this big plump one.
That's crazy.
I want to eat this goldfish. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to come out and say it. I want to eat the goldfish.
Oh my god.
I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
I talk about eating a cat. Everyone go... Okay, yeah, they're very different.
Yeah, I think a cat's more of a pet. Your mother is more of a pet to me. We've said that so many times. But a goldfish is just a non-thinking entity. I mean, it doesn't have feelings or emotions.
Sometimes I look at my roommate's cats and I'm like, these are non-thinking.
No, Gigi is so cute.
Annie's also pretty cute.
Annie is great too, but I have more experience with Gigi.
Yeah, Annie's getting more comfortable. Annie will rub against me sometimes. I'm oh, I'm honored when she does.
Too bad you're allergic to her.
Yeah. And they jump up on my desk and I'll be outside watering plants. I'll look through the desk and I just see them rubbing on my computer. I'm like, what? Why the hell are you doing this to me?
They open the computer to rub their face on the keyboard just so you have to touch it. That's great. Oh, those poor cats. It might also be inspired by the Sankey variety of koi fish. Its behavior is reminiscent of the sockeye salmon, whose bodies flush red as they swim upstream and climb waterfalls during their breeding season.
Okay.
They can learn waterfall.
I flush red during my breeding season.
I've seen you flush red.
Yeah.
It is the most blood crimson color I've ever seen.
It's called bloodlust, bro.
You experience bloodlust while breeding?
Yeah. It's because all the blood goes somewhere.
Remind me never to breed with this guy.
Oh, God. Continue your trivia.
Oh, now he wants me to continue trivia.
I just want out of this.
Its horn may be a reference to Matsuya. No, it's not. Seaking's royal theme may come from the Japanese word for goldfish, and we already knew that. This boarhead sandwich looks really good.
Was it an advertisement?
Yes, it's one of those ads that when you scroll up, it gets bigger before it lets you pass it, and it just looked like a good sandwich. I lost it now. It's gone. Or did I just do the origin? Yep, that's what I just did. Name origin. Seaking may be a combination of sea, king, and possibly a play on seeking. I am seeking you out.
Yeah, I don't think it's that.
It's definitely not. It does seek out a mate during breeding
season.
That's
just one time. It's like if you called me
Trust me, you don't just breed one time, brother.
It's like if you called me crapper, because I crap once a day.
I'm changing your freaking contact info immediately to crapper. Why you call him that? This dude craps.
Every day. He does it all the time.
Does it all the time. All right, Jokum, it's your turn.
Oh, cool. Okay, guys.
You get to search Seaking on Google Images and somewhere else.
Yeah, and I'm gonna see how long it takes to find lewds
of Seaking on Google Images.
And I think they have to be my definition of lewd, not yours.
What do you mean?
Well, Frank will see just a voluptuous woman and think, oh, that's lewd.
Yes.
It's not lewd, she's just voluptuous.
Yeah, okay. But if somebody draws art of a non-humanoid, non-voluptuous character to be voluptuous, they had sexual intentions in mind.
No, they just had voluptuous intentions.
Honestly, I'm really excited to go see... Oh, wait, no, do we normally do merch before or after this?
Oh, we do. Okay, guys, we blew our load.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
We blew our gun too early?
Blew our gun too early. I thought we did this immediately after Bulbapedia, but I guess not. just forgetting. I'm forgetful. All right, first we'll look at Goldeen on Bulbapedia's Pokemon Center's official website.
Gonna poke your eyes out for that.
There are only two things. The Goldeen Sitting Cutie, which looks genuinely like it's in pain.
God,
This is probably the worst Sitting Cutie I have seen. It looks like its mouth opens up so you can stick stuff in it.
Oh god, oh
but
no.
it definitely doesn't.
Oh my gosh, I genuinely kind of like that just because it looks so ridiculous.
Yeah, this is one of the worst Sitting Cuties. And the funny part is, I kind of agree with Jokum that I wouldn't mind having it. And then it's got pixel art pins of
I love a
Goldeen
good
and
pixel
Seaking.
art pin. I really like the pixel art of Goldeen and Seaking, actually.
Yeah, no, Seaking's pixel art looks pretty good. Seaking's Sitting Cutie, infinitely better than Goldeen's. That's actually really cute.
It's still got its stupid little mouth. I like that. Yeah, that's good.
What the heck? Okay, yeah, I like this guy a lot. I'm starting to come around on Seaking, guys. Not because I think he's actually legitimately great Pokemon, because he looks so dumb. It's because he looks so dumb. And I really don't like his horn placement, though. It looks like a nose on this Sitting Cutie. The horn needs to be a bit higher.
Yeah, I
Although,
can see that.
it kind of is right there in all his official art, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't see that as a horn. That's or
As
as a
a
nose.
nose,
That's
yeah.
just this little horn.
Yeah.
I think it's just high enough to not be a nose.
Fair enough. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having... I mean, I don't mind having any Sitting Cutie. That's just the way I am. But, like... Okay, yeah.
Would you be at least a little disappointed if I hyped you up and I said, "Hey, I got you a Sitting Cutie. I can't tell you what it is," and then a week later it was Morpeko?
Morpeko doesn't have a Sitting Cutie.
Okay, but let's just say it did.
I'd probably just laugh and be like, "Okay, I get you. You and I talk about how much we don't like this Pokemon, so I get it. It's funny you got it for me. Thank you."
What happens if it was that Kilowattrel?
Again, I wouldn't be upset. I'd be like, "Oh, again, I don't like this Pokemon. That's funny." Yeah, you got it anyway.
Okay.
Even if it was a Aromatisse, my least favorite Pokemon ever, I'd be like, okay, I now have some merch of my least favorite Pokemon. That's funny.
Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be like F tier.
F tier, for sure.
They forgot about Seaking and Goldeen.
All Generation 1 Pokemon, I'm pretty sure, have these pins, and even some other generations. And all Pokemon up through Generation 6 have Sitting Cuties. So, like, this isn't special at all.
Even, like, as far as fan art goes, there's not all that much. When you look up Seaking on Google Images, there's not that much fan art. Some Pokemon have a lot of fan art.
Some of this fan art... Okay, why are there so many helicopters?
Yeah, guys, just because there's a helicopter called the Seaking.
Wow.
I am going to write Seaking I don't usually do this.
Yeah.
But just to get rid of all the helicopters, I'm writing Seaking Pokemon.
Oh, look at that Seaking Pokemon card.
You like this?
That's beautiful. So there is a Goldeen Pokemon card that I have like 12 of because it's super common, where it's like jumping out of the water and there are fireworks everywhere. It's one of my favorite Pokemon cards from whichever set that's from. Was that? Oh, no. I think that was the set that came out. What's the Ogre Pond set called?
Green something.
Twilight Masquerade.
Oh,
I think that came out during Twilight Masquerade. I could be wrong. Could have been the Poison Trio one, the Okidogi, Monkey Dory, and Pheasantipity expansion. I can't remember the name of it, though.
Okay, that's really cute.
Aw, yeah, some like...
The Spriters Resource, full sheet view, Pokemon Smile.
Yeah, that's pretty cute.
19
There's like really chibi Seaking.
So cute.
Yeah, I think I'm coming around on Seaking. He is just like a cute, dopey fish.
I don't know if we're going to find Seaking fetish art.
I don't think we will. I hope we don't. But then after this, you know what you're going to have to do next, Joko. There's no getting around this. Oh, no.
What?
Oh,
guys,
no.
For Affinity, Pokevore 119, Seaking by Perpuleer.
Yep,
Yeah,
that
he
is
vored
just
something. What do you think he vored?
I don't care.
What's that shape?
It could be anything.
It really could be anything.
Okay, yeah, it's just a Seaking with a giant belly.
Yeah, okay.
Great.
That's sufficiently
wow,
rude.
I'm so horny over this.
Frank, you know, the way you say that makes me feel like you are.
Hey, speaking of which, Jokum, why don't you get on your phone? You don't do it on my laptop, no!
Okay.
Do it on your phone.
This is the part where we really see truly what the internet thinks the sexiness level of Seaking is.
Yes, in case you're new, this is...
Ah!
Oh, you're serious talking.
No.
Yes, this is something new we've been doing recently, where Joachim goes onto his phone to a website known as...
I think of it like something between Rule 33 and Rule 35.
Yeah.
We're going to gauge what the internet thinks about this Pokemon.
Yes, he he types in the name and...
It's got to be said, when I looking it up, it's a lot of things that aren't Seaking, and Seaking just happens to be in the picture.
Oh gosh. Well, how many are there? What's the overall number?
All right. 38.
That's okay. That's kind of a lot. Especially though if he's not
But
looted.
he's not in this. A lot of these pictures he's not even in. Also, look at this reference chart for all these different Pokemon.
Jeez.
Ding dongs.
This is... We have to do this, guys. This is
just a fish.
Okay. Moving on. This, guys, we have to do this scene for gimmick for pure curiosity's sake. Don't try this at home.
Oh.
If we ever start filming this in the future,
It'll still be on my phone. You guys,
you guys won't ever see any of this. Don't worry.
All right.
But with all that,
See, parents who are listening, see, we're not inappropriate. We don't show anything.
We're still PG-13.
Yeah. Peggy. 18. Peggy 17?
What?
I don't know. Peggy. Isn't that like the European one? Standard?
I don't know. I'm not European.
Well, how come European on your seat right now?
Oh, shoot. I need a towel.
No, you're gonna lick it up.
Okay, it's time for the next part. Just play the music.
This is the part of the show where the boys discuss how edible the pocket monsters that we focused on won't belong. Turn up and come along to the segment of the show.
Yes, indeed. It is that time of the show where the bros kiss the fish.
I won't be
and then
kissing
some
this
other
fish.
stuff. It's a fish. I feel like this one's pretty easy.
It is one of the most fish Pokemon.
Out of 1 through 10 on total wettability, it's a 1.5.
Yeah, literally.
You think 1.5?
Yeah, it's as low as we can probably get it without it being like a Garbodor.
I think the 0.5 comes from its mouth.
It does have, it's got lips.
Yeah, you can at least kiss it.
Yeah, can't help you cook.
A little toothy, but...
Cuddling with it would be horrible.
It's a fish.
Yeah.
Again, it's a fish. Everything is it's a fish.
Yeah. Just bad marriage.
Gajinka. That's
Protective.
where it's humanoid.
Protective.
Yeah, it's protective. It's
Homemaker.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, homemaker.
Horny. Horny. Heck yeah. How tall, how big do you think this fish is?
It's a fish. And the size of this fish doesn't really... I'm guessing it's... Where do you... Okay, from taint to horn, I don't know.
I don't know how it's measuring.
Yeah.
But just give me
5
a number. 4'3". It is 4'3". It's a big fish.
Yeah. It's a big fish, but that doesn't really mean anything.
It doesn't help it.
Yeah. Because Jinka, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of boring.
Yeah. There's
But
not much to
wears
it.
cool clothes, maybe. Cool.
Yeah,
interesting.
pretty flowy clothes, homemaker, protective. Yeah, kind of basic. But I think this was still successful.
Yeah, it's successful. There's no like toxic red flags or anything.
No.
Yeah.
Breedable.
That's not how we rank the Gajinkas. The Gajinkas are just a fluff. Really we gotta breed with the Pokemon. The Gajinkas are just to ease our minds.
All right, edible.
It's a carp. I really want to try making like cooking carp.
It's a combination of like goldfish and carp.
I think a goldfish is just a type of carp. Like a koi fish is a type of carp.
Yes,
and I think
that's
a goldfish is a type of koi fish.
Fair.
So I think a goldfish and I think a Goldeen and a Seaking are just basically carp. You know, Chinese people eat carp. There's a lot of silver carp up north.
Yeah.
I
like fish.
But Paul would say trash fish.
That's what he would say?
Hey, I'm Paul, trash fish.
He thinks carp is trash
he
fish?
Thinks carp's a trash fish. He thinks mullet's a trash fish. Paul is one of those people who calls fish trash fish. Right?
Terrible.
Crazy.
Just eat fish.
Just eat fish.
Fish is good.
Fish is good.
Good iron.
I didn't know that. I mean, maybe. I
think fish
never
is a
even
good
thought
source
about
of
that.
iron.
Maybe. That's cool.
So what do you think? What
I
number
don't
would
think
you
it's
put
good.
it
I'm
at?
going to say 5. It's edible.
No, but come on, it's not just edible.
It's edible. Like, I don't think it's going to be disgusting, but carp is famously not a great fish. It's not like salmon. It's not like you're going to eat.
No, but
and it's not like tilapia where it's a blank slate. It's carp. It might be a little bit.
You're basically agreeing with Paul. That's a trash fish.
There's not a. I think cod is like a 6 maybe. I don't like cod all that much. It's really boring. So like, salmon is an 8 for me. Smoked salmon is like a 9.
Yeah.
But like, I've never had a carp. I tried making mullet the other day. It wasn't very good. But I could have probably made it better. But it wasn't like I'm not going to throw away mullet and say, oh, it's inedible. No, it's edible. It's baseline edible.
5.5.
I'm going to go 5.
I'm going to go 5.5.
Baseline. Okay, so we average it to 5.25.
Yep, exactly. I think it's above a 5. I think you can season it really nice. You could cook it the right way. You could
season a lot of things really nice. I could season a slab of tofu really nice. But like tofu is a 5. It's just blank slate.
5.5.
Okay, 5. No, 4.75. So we average down to 5.
Okay, yeah. 6.
Okay, 4.
I hate you.
5.25. 5.25.
Yeah. Deadable. I mean, I'm destroying this fish.
Yeah.
The only way it can realistically kill me is if it lands horn
Are we in the water with it? Or is this like Pokemon logic where it's floating in the air?
We do typically fight water Pokemon in the water.
Oh, well, but the thing is, if we fight any water Pokemon in the water, we die. So I don't think we have to be in the water.
We fought Wailord in the water.
We did? No, we're dead.
Yeah, I think we died. I think I said I
okay, but in this
it.
case, I'm thinking it's in a small pond, and I'm on the outside of the pond, and it wants to get me. So I'm on the outside of the pond, and I'm like, come get me.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I think what happens is I think a water type Pokemon, especially fish Pokemon, can survive out of the water. In the games, they just sort of levitate.
Yes.
I don't think that's necessarily how it would work in real life, but they will just sort of.
I mean, even in the anime, they just kind of levitated during battles.
I hate that, but they will just it'll be levitating in front of me, and it's a big stupid fish. So I'm just literally gonna whack it so it like falls over. It's a big fat fish. I don't think it's gonna hit me with its horn. I don't think it's got the dexterity out of water. And I'm just gonna start bashing its big stupid stomach with my fist. I think I have a 70% chance.
Yeah, I was gonna say 70.
And without a steel bat, and I think I have basically a 95% chance with a steel bat.
Yeah, that extra reach and that one. I think one smack and it's dead. I think literally, but technically, its speed is 68. Technically, it can outspeed us as a human.
Yeah.
If it can land, if it tries for horn drill once and it lands, we're dead, which is like the 5%. I'm not going to give it a 30% chance of killing us because of that.
Yeah.
But like 5% chance it does. Besides that, I think we can survive a waterfall from it. I've stood under waterfalls before.
But like, yeah, what kind of a waterfall is this like?
I think it's like when, from a Seaking specifically with his lower physical attack, I think it's like being at a water park that has one of those giant buckets that dumps water on you, except maybe like twice as hard, but I can still survive that.
Yeah.
Even if it knocks me off my feet, I'll still give me enough time to get up, smack it with a bat, and it's dead. 95.
Yeah, 95 with a bat. Prep time? Just a little 22. I'm saying minimum. All I need is like
you're gonna
just
try and shoot fish in a barrel.
No, it's gonna shoot fish that's in front of me.
I'm getting a taser.
Bang, 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 bang. A taser?
Taser. It's weak to electricity.
Is it?
If it doesn't have lightning rod.
I was gonna say you're assuming it doesn't have lightning rod.
That's its hidden ability. So technically, to get a hidden ability, you have to use an ability patch.
If it starts raining outsid, do you think all of a sudden this is like a whole other thing? And it teleports behind us, and we're like, oh no,
nah, I'd win. If it's that much faster than us, I mean, it's gonna strike before us, most likely anyway. So.
I think it's basically like shooting us, right? Like, let's say it gets off a horn, some kind of horn-based attack.
Yeah, it's a horn attack.
Horn attack. I think that's like being shot by a gun, right? Maybe it'll like hit us once. And we're like, oh crap! Oh, we gotta get it again. And then but it's moving so fast. I think it hits us again.
Yeah.
I think if it's raining and its speed doubles, I think we're dead. I think we're toast.
I think it lowers my chances to like 30% of me beating it if it's that fast. Maybe 40%. Because it's still... With a bat, yes. Because if I still get one hit, I'm good. I don't think
it's a one-hit kill. You've got like 60 attack.
No.
I think you've got like 60 attack.
No.
60 attack.
Humans have like 55 to 60 speed. The physical attack on a human, I think, is like 75.
I don't think so. Maybe you're like a 70, but I think the average person's like 60.
Thank you. but I don't know. I think you're I think you're giving the average human not enough credit.
Do humans get stabbed? Because I feel like our attacks are normal, but we're also normal type.
I think humans are normal and fighting.
I think a human who has training in fighting is fighting. I don't think a human is fighting.
I guess moves like Mega Punch and Mega Kick are just normal.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And a human is typically only normal, but if they have had training, they're normal fighting. I can agree with that.
I think if you have enough diseases, you're also bug type.
Poison? How does it poison?
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I was just thinking of like a bug chaser, like a person who wants STDs.
Oh, ugh. Do people go out and collect STDs?
Yeah. It's a thing, Frank. This world is poison.
Thank you all so very much for listening to this episode of Certified Poke Moments. If you want more Pokemon content, I just updated my channel. It's no longer Let's Be Frank. I want to do more Pokemon content on the channel, so I straight up changed the name to Certified Poke Moments to match the podcast. But I don't do solely Pokemon anymore. I want to make that clear. I still do videos on Legos. I still do cooking videos. I just wanted to do more Pokemon. So please, go check out Certified Poke Moments on YouTube if you have not already. And if you want more Joachim content, like I just said, we still want to do cooking videos on that channel. So we will still be doing taboo foods where we cook strange and odd stuff. Maybe some will just start to be more Pokemon related as time goes on. Who knows? Well, with all that being said, guys, once again, thank you so very much for listening. This has been your Certified Poke Moment. Carp.
Golding, 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 golding.